Yo, what's up? It's Klaybandz. You watching Heritage Hip Hop. Stay tuned. Yo.
Alright folks, welcome back to Heritage Hip Hop. You hear that echo? Cause we in the dungeon right now. And we got the dungeon master right in front of us. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, what's up? It's Klaybandz from Perfect Sound Entertainment. You're at Perfect Sound Studios right now, checking me out with the interview. I'm with my man, Heritage Hip Hop.
That's right.
You're getting that exclusive right here in the dungeon.
So everybody that knows Perfect Sound is fam to us, you know what I'm saying? And to give the viewers history, me and O go back to his nephew. And Oz's nephew's teacher. You know what I'm saying? So me and Daniel got a very unique relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. And I got invited out to a show in Irvington.
Right.
And that's where I met you and D-Train. And as time went on, I've not only seen y'all progress as businessmen, the music aspect of it has been touching people's lives as well.
Yeah.
But you are the in-house producer of Perfect Sound.
Right.
So tell me, what is your stake in Perfect Sound, and how do you make the sound perfect?
I mean, how that's hard to explain, right? But the steps is, you know, getting great material for my peers. You know, they're already giving me the sound. I just have to add the perfect to it. But I just added my unique touch, you know, what I know, how I tweak music, and you know, the melodies I feel. You know, it's all emotion when it comes to tweaking the sound.
I'm gonna ask you about certain sounds from the library, because there's certain songs I love.
Right.
And I want to get into the heart of a producer, because a creator and a producer are two different things.
Yeah.
A creator makes something from nothing. A producer makes something for purpose.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the influences that help make you a producer. How did music enter your life, or what made you want to start making music?
I mean, you gotta take it back. You know, growing up, like I didn't have that much hip hop around me. Like, I think in my family, I'm the first one to listen to hip hop. You know, my first album I got was Die Rich Die Trying by 50 Cent. And like, I wasn't allowed to play rap, gangster shit in my house because my mom didn't allow that.
Right.
You know, my older brother, he was into house music, so growing up I used to listen to a lot of Kizomba. It's like, you know, a traditional song from the islands, or you know, Africa or whatever. It goes far now, it's traveling. You know, just learning that and the melody and how, you know, the drums used to like kick, and just the whole thoughts about it, and how the music used to just feel. That's how, you know, I got my rhythm. Just growing up, just getting more and more into the music, it just got bigger.
So what African and West Indian sound and dance sound,
yeah,
is what schooled you. You know, that's funny, because when I listen to some of your music, I hear a lot of house hip hop in your style. So that's very interesting, because house, are you familiar with house hip hop?
Yeah.
So you remember the song Follow For Now, Sway and Tech?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I got from you, because your beats are not drum heavy, non-instrumentation. You got a lot of sounds, clicks and bells in your production.
Yeah, a lot.
So in coming with that, what do you get from music? Is music more of a feeling, or is it something that you see, or both?
Nah, it's something I see. You know, it's you got the dark, you got the light, you got the natural. You know, I see it in colors. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I mix, you know, I start with the darkest. You know, it's the bass line. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. I see it in colors.
My man plays guitar, and when he plays, you see his eyes change.
That's dope. He'll
zone out and he'll just make something, and you're like, yo, how did you do that? And it's like, how'd I do what? I don't feel music, I see it. Right. And different things I see tell me what to do. Is that the same for you?
I mean, I don't think it tells me what to do. It takes a while to, how would I say it? It takes a while to get the right path. Like, even, you know, when you're mixing it, it's like, it takes you a while, because you're trying to do it so perfect, because you're so into it. So yeah.
Music is a journey.
Yeah.
And the thing about the musical journey is, music is mental and emotional It could be physical and spiritual. Let's talk about every aspect of music and what it means to Klaybandz.
Right.
The physical part of music is the part of music that can make you dance or to make you move. Does a producer go into making, or you as a producer, do you go into a beat thinking how people are going to receive it on a moving notion?
Yeah.
How do you want them to move?
Hard to the drums, you know what I'm saying? That's like the loudest shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like them drums gotta knock so them people can, you can feel whatever with them drums. Then with them, you know, when the keys hit, that's when you know, lose control in your way and how you feeling, you know? Maybe the cowbell is just hitting you this way, you know, I just want you to feel it and be free.
Okay, so you want them to have the movement.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the mental. A good beat can make a rhymer write or mumble.
Right.
But it can also make a listener cry or feel joy.
Yeah.
Do you put emotion in your beat, or do you let the beat tell you the emotion that you're making?
I put emotion, you know what I'm saying? Like I was talking, because back in Africa, like my mom listened to this traditional type of genre. It's called Marna. So it's very, that genre is very emotional. You know, guitar, you know, laid back, piano, saxophone, etc. with African drums, and it's very relaxful. And I still get that. So when I listen to music now, it's like, when you listen to my shit, you're gonna feel the emotion. That's my first thing I give you before you feel anything else.
It's like being a cook.
Yeah.
Because if you don't put love into the stew, then the people don't get to feel the flavor of what it is that you're making. If you don't put the right herbs and spices and, you know, people won't give you that, you know what I'm saying? And I heard somebody say the most satisfying thing a person can do when they eat your food is burp. Yeah. Because it means they're full and they enjoyed it. As a producer, what's the most gratifying thing a person can have when they listen to your music?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is. I think, so let's talk about not as a producer, as an engineer, right?
Okay.
As an engineer, when you listen, like when I mix a singer, like you was telling me your favorite joint is Every Day, right?
The new album out right now, everybody.
Let's figure it out. But so with that track, and the hook, the girl, she's in the back, but you still feeling it. But when O comes in, it's this mashup together. It's like impact, like that impact feeling. I just want you to, you know, just touch your soul, and you know, which other way you want it. You know what I'm saying?
So we talked about the physical, and we talked about the mental.
Yeah.
We also talked about the emotional.
Yeah.
But music has the connection of a people and their history.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I once heard a person say, you don't know anything about a people unless you listen to the music that they create.
Yeah.
And hip hop has been very violent, very misogynistic, and the music, not the rhymes now, the music has been filled of pain and filled of dissociation of the rhymer and the culture. As a producer, what do you put into your music to mesh the sound with the time?
With the time?
Yeah, I mean, a beat that you make this year is not going to be the same beat you make next year. But the climate can change as well.
I think for me it changes, like not for nothing. I think for me it changes every month. I'm a whole different
You don't
vibe.
think your beats is like timeless?
Timeless? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because if you go back and listen to, you know, Oski's first, what I will say, his first mixtape.
More than music, by the way.
Nah, it's way past that.
Okay,
you know, it's way past that. It's so old. I forgot what's called.
I need a
But if
copy.
you go way past that, you listen to the intro. You listen to that today. It just sounds like today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think my music is timeless.
Timeless.
It has to be.
Word.
Because you never know, you know?
Yeah, it gotta be timeless.
Like in 50 years, 100 people,
Could still bop their head too.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But see, even with that, that's the trick to music.
Yeah.
Music is not hard to make timeless. You just have to have your heart and your soul into it. A lot of beats today don't have soul.
Nah.
They have heart,
Yeah.
but there's no soul.
Yeah.
You know why?
what makes it important for soul to prevail in your music rather than just creating the heart of the song?
Because what's the point making music if you can't make your listeners relate? It's like, you don't sell records. That's cool. That's whack. That's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make, like I'm saying, you gotta make their soul move. You know what I'm saying? So physically, emotionally, they can feel it.
He just answered. He just said it for you. You gotta make it happen.
So this is the issue I have with hip hop, and this is what I want to ask all producers, creators, engineers, and people who work the systems.
Right.
Sound is the eloquent expression of life given form. Without sound, a person will go crazy.
You think so?
I know so. Because sound you hear and you feel.
Okay.
So perfect sound has to be music that I have to hear and feel.
Yeah.
That's what makes it perfect.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a lot of people take sound for granted. They listen but don't hear, or they hear and can't listen. What are people getting from your music when they hear it and when they listen to it?
That's another great question. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, it's something real. It's a bunch of vibes, it's like, when you see it, I can guarantee you 100%, you're gonna relate to it, because it's so real, it's just a whole lot of vibes and a whole lot of feeling. It's just real. So when you hear it, it's like, damn, yo, this nigga's just like me. You're getting the track from a train, he's taking you to the club, but he's talking you some real shit, but that hook, it's catchy, but some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
My favorite verse in the Bible,
Right.
period, is a bar to me. And Pontius Pilate talks to Christ, right? And he says, Veritas, Veritas. What is Veritas, right? Which is truth.
Right.
And when most people bear their truth, they're bearing their soul, they're bearing their pain,
Right.
they're bearing reality
Yeah.
in which people can relate, articulate, and feel.
Right.
What is the realness you capture in your music, and how do you give that to the people who listen to it?
Realness? I mean, the realness is the story. It's the frequencies you hear when you hear it. It's how your thoughts are driven.